You know, the thing that truly makes people think that you changed is the fact that most people don't think you'll ever get to the point where you just don't care no more. Right? You're totally invested in yourself and what you're trying to accomplish in your life. You're not you've made it about other people most of your life. Now you're making it about you. That triggers people. People think that you're cocky and that you think you're too much because you're investing in trying to better your life, better yourself as a person as a whole, and continue to move forward. But they never thought that you would stop that you didn't care. They never thought that you would actually get to the point where you don't care. Which means that, ladies, gentlemen, if you have anybody, let's say you have a friend, they may not treat you the same all the time. When you're alone, it's different from what it is in front of people. Like, it's almost as if you come to a party with somebody, but when they get to that party, they look at you like you didn't come with them. You understand what I'm saying? You've got to the point where you don't take people making you feel low. So low. It's like you can do bad by yourself. You can do good by yourself. They never thought you would get to the point where you don't care. Because as empaths, the majority of your life, people have treated you like a throwaway. Right? Your friend or anybody can always know that they can come back to you, even in relationships. A man could have a woman and have other women, or vice versa. But the ones that really is not invested in them, that treats them like they're just another option, those are the ones that people usually chase. But the one that's right there, they always disregard and kind of know that they can dog them out and come right back. You see what I'm saying? People always think that they can do things to you and come right back because they're used to doing it. Then they make you feel like you're acting strange once you get to the point where you don't care no more. They never thought that you would care, that you wouldn't care anymore at all. You know what I mean? It's like you have to completely shut down because you grow tired of being treated less than. Just like with anything in life, you probably was always made to feel less than. You get the throwaways. If it's clothing, you get somebody else's old clothes. If it's, and we all love us some leftovers, but I'm just saying, anything that's disposable, it always came to you. Your name was brought up every time somebody got something that was old or disposable. Nobody wanted it. You always got the scraps. You always got what was left over. Nine times out of 10, you've been stuck in this poverty state, in between and out, most of your life. So you spend so much money on bills and taking care of your household. Every now and then, it'll be good to go buy your outfit. They have you in this just enough to get by system, where you can barely get your clothing or whatever you want to do. But your name is always brought up when it's something that don't nobody else want. You understand what I'm saying? You get the throwaways. You get something that has no more value to it to people. You will always sing it out that way. And they thought that you would never get to the point where you don't care. You know, like hey, you don't have to value me. I value myself. And I know what I'm capable of doing and being. And if you have to completely shut down and close off and build yourself, that's just what you got to do. You get the throwaways. That's what it's always been for a lot of children, a lot of people, all the way up to their adulthood. Everybody else got this. Everybody else got brand new this. Get this, got this. They got something they don't want no more. Your name come up. It seems like everybody around you was always having something, but you was in lack. The hand-me-downs, you get them. It's just that to me is just very, 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 very sad. They always think they can come back because you always accept them. You accept this mistreatment, or you accept this low treatment for so long until you decide to invest in number one, God, and then at number two, yourself. Things start to change then. Things start to change. When you just stop caring and just focus on what's going on in your life and straight ahead, watch how things turn out. People gonna keep doing what they do behind the scenes. They gonna play, try to mess with your money. They gonna try to do this. They gonna try to do that. But people in this world have to understand something. When you are fighting against somebody's purpose and their path, you're fighting God. That's exactly what you're doing. So good luck with that. Good luck with that. People have to learn that they can't orchestrate and pimp somebody else's life. I gotta make sure you don't point with no. Nobody, no grown up, nobody in this world should ever feel like they enslaved by another person. Never. And people would do anything to try to get it that way. But when you stop caring and you start to act less with your hand out, looking for somebody to place some love in it, when you stop doing it, things get better. You got enough for everybody and yourself. And you don't want no more. You don't want no more used stuff. You don't want no more, nothing that nobody else wants. I got irritated over Thanksgiving. It's just I don't even want to really bring it up, but it's just certain stuff that I normally would take. I ain't gonna take that no more. Because people give you all kind of signs and what they do. You just have to pay attention. There is no more free shots, no more down talking, no more making people feel like they're nothing because you get to a certain friend group or you get to around certain people. Y'all, you got to disconnect when stuff like that starts to happen. If Sarah can't accept Jane in front of Linda, Jane need to go on about our business. That's an example. That's all I'm saying. People don't ever think you're going to care because your heart is just that big. And when you start not to care, people want to look at you like something wrong with you. What is going on? What happened to the old you? The old you allowed people to step on you. This you won't allow nobody to. And you okay with not being around them at all. And it ain't because you think you better. You still the same. It's just, like I said before, you're going to make people treat you better. You should have this attitude. I'm going to show you how to treat me. Just that simple. And you get the throwaways. That's what they love to do. You last. You just know. Build yourself up to be first. There was once this guy. Story about this guy who met this woman, right? He met this lady, right? The lady, I think the lady was going through a divorce, or the lady was, what did he say? Going through a divorce and whatnot. Because I remember this vividly. I've been in a similar situation myself. But I don't think it was a divorce. I think that person was married. But let me explain something to y'all. An open marriage, an open relationship only opens the door for somebody to walk into a real relationship. But then that person that gets to that person heartstring and pulls on it is going to wonder, wait, how are you going to do me when I'm meeting you in an open relationship? It's a killer couple. The man lets his woman sleep around. He does what he does. She does what she does. They still in a marriage. But see, one thing I've always thought is that when another man or woman allows their mate to sleep with other people, it means that they have secrets and fantasies that they want to keep hid. But see, the problem with that is when you're in a marriage and you're doing that, one time, somebody's going to show that man or woman what it's like to be handled the right way, delicately. Oh my God, delicately. I think I got it. Delicately in a bedroom. They're going to know how to treat that person. Period. What happens then? What happens then? When one day you let that woman out. Because it's all about scamming and thieving. They take from you. They've been doing this stuff for years. Scamming, drugging, getting away with it. But she runs into somebody that she's not supposed to have feelings for because they do this all the time, remember? He does it all the time, remember? But one day, he or she catches feelings for a victim. What happens then? It's something. It ain't got to be physical. It's something about that person that made that person catch feelings. So what then? What happens then? See, then what's going to happen is you're going to get upset because your wife or husband catches feeling for somebody. But what is your relationship based on? What are you allowing to go down? So you don't think it's no way possible that even your scamming husband or your thieving, scamming wife can actually fall for somebody? You drugged and you've taken people out before. But you run up on somebody, a woman or a man, that you met your match. So now what? You upset, why? Because that person caught feelings. But what did you let her do? What did you let her do? You gotta understand what you asking for in this world when you do make decisions to be like that. It's like everybody want to be comfortable with somebody that'll put up with enough of their bullshit. That's it. A lot of times it ain't no love at all. It ain't nothing but contracts. People want to live this government-paid lifestyle. Where they do what? One job. Let's oppress our own people. Just understand that. I mean, somebody's gonna catch feelings sooner or later. It's possible. It's possible that this man or woman don't want to make this person here a victim no more, or make them a victim at all. And when you do, and when these couple do run into somebody that they met their match of, they probably gonna want to make that person a life a living hell just because that person got away. The killer couple would usually sit outside somebody's house, staking out, because he wants to know who the hell is this guy that has my wife catching feelings when she's supposed to be doing a job, and that's to keep running these schemes that we run. You got to be careful out there. I just want to drop this on y'all, man. Finna go give me a little rest, man. I appreciate all y'all support, man. And for what y'all do for me, man. And just even watching, man. But just keep in mind what you want. Know what you want. And don't let nobody make you feel like you nothing. Because they don't ever think you're going to stop caring. But when reality hits, I mean, it hits hard. So, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for everything.